afternoon, everybody. How are you? This is Happy Felton, and this is Ebbets Field. The Cincinnati Redlegs are in here. Time to see a ball game, but if you're going to stay right there, welcome to the Knothole Gang. The program where the stars of today talk to the stars of tomorrow. And it's all made possible by the 10 leading mutual savings banks of Brooklyn and Queens. Now, these 10 savings banks include the Brooklyn, the Dime of Brooklyn, the East New York, Flatbush, and Fulton. And each one is a mutual savings bank, which means that it is really your bank. It's run for your benefit only. They make it possible for your kids and my kids to meet the stars of the Dodgers. So, before we meet them, here's my boy, Bucky Walsh, to tell us all about it.
Hi, Happy. Well, Happy, this afternoon, the Jamaica Savings Bank, which since 1866 has been offering the best of savings bank service to the people who live or work in Queens, will be host today to 3 young outfielders from the Oakland B'nai B'rith Little League.
That's fine. Little Leaguers and the Jamaica Savings Bank taking good care of them, right? Let's meet the gang from the B'nai B'rith Little League. Hiya, boys. Hi. Glad to see you. How's everybody today? Good. I'll talk to this fella first, all right? What's your name?
Peter Moscato.
Pete, you can put your hat on. You don't have to have your hat off. Talk to me. You're a ball player. Now, Pete, Peter Moscato, huh? How's your team doing, the Windsor shopping team?
We're tied for third place.
Tied for third place, huh? You hitting pretty good?
Pretty good.
How long have you been playing baseball?
Oh, since I was 8.
Since you were 8. And how old are you now?
11.
You're 11 years old. You like it?
Yes.
Where do you go to school?
Junior high school, 74.
Junior high school, 74. Did you pass all right? Get good marks?
Yes.
You did, huh? That's good. What does your daddy do?
He's an engraver.
He's an engraver, huh? Have you any brothers or sisters?
One brother,
What's his name?
Robert.
Robert. Does he play baseball?
A little.
A little bit. How old is he?
8.
8 years old. Just about time you started, huh? Well, that's fine. I have something here for you now. First of all, a big Dodger cap. Put it on. You put it on. And here's your Dodger yearbook with stories about all the Dodgers and a nice picture and story about the Knothole Gang. Okay?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. Oh, you're welcome. Now, you tell me the name of the man who brought you in here today.
Mr. Dick.
Mr. Dix. And he's your coach, huh?
Yes.
He your coach? I want to talk to Mr. Dix. All right, fine. How are you, Mr. Dix? What's your first name?
Morty.
Morty, what do you do?
I work for National Shoes.
I see, and you help coach the boys?
Yes, I do.
How'd you get interested in it?
Well, I have 2 children of my own. I play in the league also.
I see, that's fine. You like it?
Very much.
These fellas have to work hard, you know, in these little leagues, taking care of the parks, getting the boys out, coaching them. How's the community support you?
Well, pretty well.
Pretty well. Need a little more help up there in
Oh,
Oakland, right? All right, nice to have you here, Morty. What's your name?
Mike Roca.
Mike, what team do you play with?
Yanks.
The Linen Maid Yanks, I understand. What place are you in the league?
Tied with first.
You tied for first. That's pretty good. You hitting pretty good?
Nah.
No? What's your favorite big league player?
Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder. You like him, huh? Well, that's nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'll tell you what we're going to do. First of all, you tell me what your daddy does.
He's in a manufacturing business.
Yes. And do you have any brothers or sisters?
2.
2? What? Brothers and sisters or
Yeah.
what?
2 brothers.
2 brothers, huh? And what are their names?
Alan and Barry.
How old are they?
One's 7, one's 8, and the other's 6.
You want to wave at them? You think they're looking in?
Yeah.
Say hello to them.
Hi, Al.
Hi, Al. How are you? Brother's here. He's in good hands. All right. He likes Duke Snyder. We give him a Dodger cap, Dodger yearbook, and you tell me the name of the fellow that brought you in here.
Cy Block.
And what does he do?
He's the coach.
He's the coach, Cy Block. You ought to remember that name, you Brooklyn fans. How are you, Cy?
Fine, Happy.
You were once in this organization.
That's right, for about 3 years. I got traded to Chicago in 1940 with Ed Stanky.
And where is your home?
Out in Long Island now.
I see. And how long have you been out of baseball?
Since 1951.
And what do you do now?
I'm a life insurance underwriter for the Mutual Benefit Life
That's
Insurance
fine.
Company.
Did you like baseball? I know you did because you're still helping the kids.
Greatest thing in the world.
Greatest thing in the world. There you have it, Cy. Thanks for being with us. What's your name, young feller?
Richard Dix.
Richard Dix. What do they call you?
Dixie.
Dixie. Dixie Dix. Is that your pop sitting over on the other end?
Yes.
It is. I thought it might be. Well, now tell me, how's your team, the Oakland B'nai B'rith? How are they doing?
We're tied for first.
Tied for first with the other team here, huh? And
Yep.
how you hitting?
Around 400.
Yeah, around 400. Just a nice, modest batting average. That's very good. Thank you. Now tell me, what's your favorite big league player?
Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder. You like Duke Snyder, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody likes Duke Snyder. Give him a Dodger cap here. Give him a Dodger cap, Dodger yearbook. And I talked to your daddy, so I know what he does. He works for National Shoes, huh?
Yes.
All right, we're all ready as the Cincinnati Reds are beginning to take infield practice. Now you tell me the man that brought you in.
The coach, Mr. Mosquito.
Mr. Mosquito. How are you? Glad to see you.
Hi, Happy.
How'd you get interested in the Little League?
Well, I like to play around with the boys and keep them active.
Where do you play? Where do you hold your games?
On 73rd Avenue out in, near on Bayside.
Uh-huh. And how many teams do you have in the league?
Right now we have 4, but next year we expect to have 8.
Expect to have 8, huh?
That's
and
right.
you get the money from the different merchants and whatnot?
That's right, Happy.
That's fine. Little League ball, great thing, and these men are doing a great job with it. Nice to have you here. Those of you that were looking in yesterday at our big game here, last night, I should say, will remember this young fellow. He's quite a ball player. What's your name?
Bobby DeMichael.
Bobby DeMichael. What league did you represent?
Pelham Little League.
The Pelham Little League. And Bobby, who picked you?
Billy Cox.
Billy Cox said he was a good-looking third baseman, and so, what do you think? He wants to talk to Billy Cox again today, huh?
Yeah.
What are you going to ask him? A lot of good questions?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take you down the dugout a little later. Well, what'd your mother say when you got home?
She congratulated me.
I bet she gave you a big kiss, too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure she did. And who'd you bring back today?
My brother Walt.
Your brother Walt. Well, let me talk to your brother Walt. How are you, Walt?
How you doing, Happy?
Glad to see you. I understand you were working, couldn't see him, huh?
Oh, no, I got home a little late last
Got
night.
home a little late. Well, he's a good-looking ball player. Do you ever play yourself?
I did a little bit, yeah.
Well, you're pretty lucky you got a young brother brings you the ball game for
Oh,
free
yeah.
today, you know.
That's a good-
Nice to have you here. Well, you've met our contestants, and now it's always a pleasure to introduce some of the men that make the show possible. From the Jamaica Savings Bank, Mr. Bill Zittrick, Assistant Secretary, and he's been on the show before. I know you remember him. Hi, Bill.
Hello, Happy. How are you?
Bill played a lot of ball himself in the older days.
That's right.
Not too far back. Who are these nice guests you have here today?
Happy, I'd like you to meet Billy Zarowitz.
Hello, Billy.
In our Little League.
Well, Jamaica Savings says it right across here, huh? They sponsor your team?
Yep.
And what big league team do you root for?
Yankees.
Wow, you son of a gun. What do you think about that? How are you doing in your league?
Okay.
You hitting pretty good?
Yeah.
Fine. Bucky, have we got a yearbook for this young fella here? Why, sure. Right here in handy. And who's this gentleman?
This is Bill Gallo, president of the Hollis Belair Queens Village Little League.
All right.
How
Glad
are
to see you, Bill. 3 bills here in a row, huh? Fine. And how's your league doing?
Very good, very well.
Fine. Nice to have you here with the men from the Jamaica Savings. You can sit down now while I talk to Bill here. Let's talk about that fine bank of yours, Bill. What do we want to talk about today?
New business, new accounts.
New business, new account. Everybody's interested in new business. And you people that have watched this show know that these friendly banks that sponsor our show and make it possible for the kids to come in here are good people to talk to. Now, in the case of new business of Jamaica, I can only say, call up Bill or he'll give you some other names.
Gladly do it, Happy. Gladly
Always
help.
hunting new customers out there.
That's right, and they can go to any one of our branches. We have 4 in Queens.
But tell me where they are.
Well, there's one in Fresh Meadow, right in the heart of Fresh Meadow. We have one in Jackson Heights. We have another one at Sutton Boulevard and Jamaica Avenue. And we have one in Queens Village.
And where do you make your office?
I'm at the main office, 16102 Jamaica Avenue.
Drop in and see him. He'll take good care of you. Now, we're going to talk to our boys later, as you know. We have the Benet Brith Little League in their
Well,
second year.
we're very glad that we have the Benet Little League with us today.
That's
Very happy
fine.
to have them.
Well, you can see the Jamaica Savings Bank doing their part. They're sponsoring teams and helping them. Also, they're our host today. You'll talk to the boys later. Always nice to have you here.
Thank you, Happy.
Thank you
Glad to
very
be
much, Bill. Fine. It's warm-up time now as we take a look at our young fellas here. 3 outfielders. Number 1. Number 1. All right, in there, Pete. Big smile, Pete. They'll all be looking at you. Atta boy. Big grin now. Number 2. There we go. Big grin now. Number 3. Come on, Dixie. Give me that smile, Dixie. All right, come on in, fellas. Line right up here now. I got a big treat for you today, I think. Line right up here. You're going to be judged and talk to Jackie Robinson. Is that all right?
boy.
Oh, boy, that's good. All right, fine. Now, when he comes in, you introduce yourself, huh? Here he comes. Let's give Jackie Robinson a nice big hand. All right, Jack, glad to see you.
Fine.
Got 3 nice big Little Leaguers here. And they're from the Benet Brith Little League of Oak Lawn. Is that right? All right, now you introduce yourself to Jackie.
Peter Moscato.
Hi,
Peter
Pete.
Moscato.
Mike Rocca.
Mike,
Right.
nice knowing you.
Richard Dix.
Richard, nice
Dixie
knowing
Dick.
you.
Dixie Dick.
huh?
Richard Dixie Dick. All right, you started off here. And come on in, Pete. You talk to Jack. Ask him anything you'd like.
When men on base is a single with the ground, should you catch it on one knee or not?
No, you shouldn't. I think you should always charge that ball. Get to as soon as you possibly can with men on bases, but don't go down on one knee because you're going to lose a step or so, and the fellow will be able to take an extra base on you. But you got to be sure of the ball. When they're not men on bases, I would say protect it by going down there. But men on bases, I don't think you should.
All right. right, Pete? Now, you run out there now. Jackie will work you out. Here he goes. Yeah, oh, yes, they're fine. Here we go, Pete. A lot of snap now. You listen to Jack. Attaboy. Hey, good boy. Wow. Saved the ball, saved Happy. As long as we didn't hurt Jack, we're all right.
Good arm going,
Yeah, it's quite a throw for a little leaguer, too.
You're going, huh?
I'm going away from it.
Attaboy. Attaboy, Pete. Off the wall, Pete.
Say, you think you've been playing out there all year.
Way to look.
Couple,
Nice
go
try,
get it.
Pete, all right.
Couple ground balls in there.
Charge it now.
Two more. Big high fly.
Attaboy, Petey.
Make him charge this one. Bring him on in.
Come in fast now. Man's going to score, Pete.
Attaboy, give him a nice hand there. That's Pete. Okay. He lost his cap. He's going back out to get it. And here we have Mike Brucker.
Man on second and third. Our team's winning by 1 run, and it's a shoestring catch. I play it on a bounce, we'll go for it.
You should go for it if you think you can make that catch out there, because if you don't, both runs are going to usually score away or move up into a scoring position from second to third, and the man on third will go home. So if you can possibly catch that ball, I would say get it, because you're going to lose that ball game anyway if you don't.
All right, Mike. Mike, run on out there. Here we go. Michael Brucker, the linen-made Yankees of the B'nai B'rith Little League, working out in Jackie Robinson. Big league field. He's 10 years old and working out with one of the great ball players of all time. How would you dads have liked to have had a chance to do that when you were a kid? No,
Off
I
the
would.
wall, Mike.
Hurry, Mike. Hustle. He's running for it. Good boy. Picked a nice opening right between the camera. Come on.
Play this off the wall again, Mike.
Off the wall. That's better.
Attaboy.
They learn quick.
Come on, Mike.
See you charge this now, Mike.
Just throw him out the plate, Mike. Touch. Attaboy.
Give him a nice hand. Very good. Here's Richard Dix. All right, Dixie.
Jackie, there's a man on first and third, 1 out, top of the 9, and there's a fly hit to you in left field, and it scores 6-9. Would you try and get the man out of the plate, or would you try and stop the man from going to second?
We're 6-9. I wouldn't even attempt to get that man going home. I'd throw the ball on the second base, let him have that run, because that can't hurt me at all. All right?
All right, Dixie, out you go. David, Jamaica Savings Bank, our host for today. And here's young Dixie Dix, 12 years old.
Off the wall now, Richard. That's the boy. Way up there now, come on. How old are these kids, man?
10, 11, and 12. Yep, little leaguers.
Pretty good.
Well, you remember,
Now, keep your eye on it. Attaboy.
one of their coaches is an ex-big leaguer, Cy Block, sitting over here. That's all right.
All right, Richard.
Don't worry about it.
No way to throw it. One more now. Keep your eye on all the time. Attaboy.
Now make him charge it.
Charge this is good, Richard. Attaboy.
Give him a nice hand. Good arm. Fine. The usual tough problem, Jack.
Yes, it is. It's
Yes,
really
it
a
is.
good-looking little ball player.
And the ball says best outfielder today, August 7th, 1954. Happy Felton's knothole gang. Now, Jack, you write down the name of Peter Moscato, Michael Brucker, or Richard Dix. And you sign it with your name. When you come back, you tell all the boys, and I want them to listen, why you picked the fellow you did.
Very good.
Righto, thank you. Now, fellas, look what we have here. Where's that lefty? There you are. How do you like that, Pete? Big league equipment, all brought to you by our 10 savings banks. They asked me to bring you big league equipment, and that's what we're bringing you. Look at these fellas. Gil Hodges, Louisville Slugger. Right. Gilhart, say, by the way, you know some players like a heavy bat and some players like a light bat. Well, that's the one thing on which they have a real difference of opinion, the selection of their bat. The one thing on which there is no difference of opinion is the importance of savings. And just about everybody agrees that for regular savings, you can't beat a savings bank account. So you join the ranks of successful savers. Start saving now at a savings bank. There's your big bat there.
Mr. Dietrich again. He has an additional gift for the boys from the Jamaica Savings Bank.
Fine. Now, boys, want to listen to Mr. Dietrich here.
Fellas, I think you all did a swell job. You, Mike, you scared us for a minute. I thought you were going to throw that right through the camera, but it did okay. Now, fellas, I have a little gift here to start you off. It's a little savings account. I know it'll give you a very nice start. Rich, that's for you. Welcome. For you, Mike, and for you, Pete. Nice being with you, boys.
Fine, nice having you here as usual, Bill. Thanks a lot. Now, fellas, let's find out who our winner is. Here's Jackie. He had a tough time making up his mind, but I want you all to listen to him.
As always happens, a tough decision for me. I think two of these kids are really outstanding, and the third, I believe, is going to develop. He looks like he's just about moving into where he's going to be a great little ball player. But I picked Richard Dix because I think that the kid really looks like a good little ball player, Ham.
It's our winner.
And I honestly believe, and I'm serious about this, that if he keeps on with his little league and keeps working on it, he can go a long way. He looks like he has good potential.
All right, fine. Let's shake hands and congratulate him, boys. And let's shake hands with Jackie here and wish him a lot of luck. He's always nice to our boys.
Fine. Best of luck.
Thanks, Jack, as usual. Fine. Now, boys, you go right on up there with Mr. Dietrich. He'll take good care of you. I want to talk to Richard here. How do you feel, Dixie?
Oh, fine.
Huh? Fine now, huh? Big D, huh? Richard Dix, signed Jackie Robinson. Now you get to come back to tomorrow's big game. Who would you like to bring with you?
My father.
You think he's looking in?
Yeah.
Oh, I know he is. He's sitting back up there, huh? Hey, Dad, you're invited to the game tomorrow. All right. And who do you want to talk to?
Oh, I guess Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder, huh? All right, you get a lot of questions ready for him. You be ready, huh?
Yeah.
Big day, huh? Fine. Take care of yourself. You look swell.
Happy, here's Bobby DeMichael again.
Bobby DeMichael is going down to the dugout with me, if I remember right, to talk to Billy Cox.
To Billy Cox.
Let me get out of my harness here. There we go. Come on, Bobby. Bobby and I are on our way to the dugout. While we're going down there, all you nice people are going to see on film one of the most exciting plays in Dodger World Series history. Here it is, and I hope you enjoy.
Here's Pee Wee Reese at bat. Byrne pitching. After one called strike, Pee Wee hits the next pitch deep into the lower left field stands for a home run. This matches an earlier run by the Yankees in this third game of the 1949 World Series, as Pee Wee crosses the plate to tie up the ball game. It's great to look back on thrilling moments like that, but it's even better to look forward to happy times you can enjoy with money saved in a savings bank account. Look ahead. Plan ahead for greater happiness and security. Start saving now in one of these mutual savings banks. The Brooklyn Savings Bank with 3 offices in Brooklyn. The Dimes Savings Bank of Brooklyn with 4 offices. The East New York Savings Bank with 3 offices. Flatbush Savings Bank with 2 offices. Felton Savings Bank also with 2 offices. The Greenpoint Savings Bank with 4 offices. Or go to either of the Kings County Savings Bank's 2 offices. Lincoln Savings Bank's 5 offices. The Williamsburg Savings Bank with 4 offices. Or Jamaica Savings Bank with 5 offices in Queens. Open your account now at one of these mutual savings banks. You can bank by mail from your nearest mailbox.
That's right. I want all you folks to remember these 10 fine savings banks that sponsor our show. They're nice people to do business with. Billy, come on in. Remember this young fella, don't you?
Yeah,
well,
Bobby,
you picked
how are
him
you?
yesterday, Bobby DeMichaels, and he said he wanted to talk to you some more, so it's your party now, Bobby. You go right ahead.
Billy, what's the proper way of breaking your mitt?
Well, now, Bobby, there's a couple of ways of breaking it in. In the first place, they usually have enough oil on their last for about a month or so. Then you can put it on glove oil, or once in a while I put a little shoe polish on mine. That breaks it in just right for you.
Could you show me the 2 best ways to bunt, and like sacrifice and drop bunt?
Well, now, on the
Sure.
sacrifice...
Pretend that's the picture right out
On
there.
which way?
That way.
On the sacrifice, you just might as well give yourself up because you're just trying to get the guy over, and you just lay the bat right out in front of you like that there. And all you're doing is advancing the runner, Bobby. You don't care about yourself whether you beat the ball out or not. Your idea is just to advance the runner. And on the other, you have to more or less drop your foot back and go like that there. So that's beating out a bunt on it, or something like that.
Well,
Go ahead now. You're doing fine. What do you want to ask him about?
could you check anything wrong with my stance?
Well, you try it. Here, we'll use this be the plate. That'll be the pitcher out there. That's a little heavy for you. I think you choke up on it. Attaboy. Take a good swing.
Oh, you look all right,
Bob.
Bob.
Go ahead. Take another one.
Keep your back foot down, Bobby. Just keep your back foot down. That way.
Now let's
That's
see
good.
you. Let's see you try for a bunt. Now let's see you drop. How would you go for a bunt?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
You either drop your back foot or your right, or your front foot. Either one. Doesn't make any difference. Any way it feels better to you.
All right. Looks pretty good. Did you hear what Billy told you about keeping your back foot down?
Yeah.
Don't pull that up now. Now what else we want to talk about here? You're third baseman. Let's talk about covering that bag. You get up the glove now.
Well, the man's sliding in. Which is the best way to tag him?
Well, Bobby, you just straddle. He's coming right in from second. You just straddle the bag. And just drop the glove right down in front of the bag. You'll slide right into it. That way you won't be able to get spiked either. You'll have to slide to the bag. All right?
Yeah.
How you doing?
All right.
Anything else you can think of right now?
No.
Well, let's talk about you now. How old are you now?
10.
How old were you when you started to play baseball, Bill?
Well, I was about that age. Happy too. I played every day.
Uh-huh.
Missed my meals and everything.
Yeah. You didn't have any little leagues or any much coaching in those days,
No,
did they?
happy. We more or less played in rock diamonds, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes. Things have improved now. You want to try hard and study hard, and you learned a lot down here now today, Bobby. You remember it, will you?
Yeah.
You help the rest of the boys on the team and tell them about it. Well, now, what would you rather do right now? Here are the Dodgers coming up in the dugout. You want to go over and meet some of them?
Okay.
There's Rube Walker over there. There's Big Don Newcomb. Oh, they're all sitting around there. Billy, you'll take them over there, won't you?
I sure will.
Sure. Follow him with the camera. Show him a big day. Go right over there in the dugout. Take him over there and meet Nuke right over there on the side. There he goes, Bobby DeMichaels. He's going to talk to Rube Walker. First man he meets. Hiya, Bobby. Big day, huh? Well, I have a suggestion that will help all of you nice folks out there save money conveniently. Open a banking by mail account in any of the savings banks sponsoring this program. You can make deposits and withdrawals by mail as easily as writing your own name. Now, I'll gladly send you free banking by mail forms and envelopes addressed to the bank of your choice if you will simply drop a postcard to me stating which of these banks you would like to open your account in. Mail a card to Happy Felton, Box 191, General Post Office, Brooklyn 1, New York, and I'll take care of it. Sure hope you folks enjoy this program as much as I do doing it. I'm a pretty lucky guy. Working with kids, working with baseball players, and it's real fun. And we hope that you'll remember the people that make it possible, our sponsors. And, of course, we'll be here tomorrow afternoon. It's Sunday, so at 1:30 right here on Channel 9, where everything's fine, tune us in for another session of the Knothole Gang, presented by the 10 leading mutual savings banks of Brooklyn and Queens. And these 10 savings banks include the Greenpoint, Jamaica, the Kings County, Lincoln, and the Williamsburg. Now, after you see the ball game, we'll be here with Talk to the Stars, and it'll be brought to you by your Reed's, Hortons, and Borden's ice cream dealers. Yes, sir. That's where you buy Elsie brand ice cream. Stick with us, will you?
Chicago Cubs are in here, and this is the Knothole Gang. This is the program where the stars of tomorrow talk to the stars of today. Boys from your neighborhood, boys from mine, get to work out with the Dodgers. We hope you'll enjoy it. Here's Bucky to tell us all about it.
Hi, Happy. Well, tonight, Happy, our host for this evening's game is the 7th largest mutual savings bank in the United States, the Lincoln Savings Bank.
The Life Insurance and Savings Bank,
Right.
the Lincoln Savings Bank, right here in Brooklyn. Who are the boys?
Also from right here in Brooklyn, Happy, 3 young shortstops from the St. Bernadette's Little League.
St. Bernadette's, a wonderful parish. They've done a great job with their kids. Let's take a look at the gang from St. Bernadette's. Hiya, boys. All right, glad to see you. Let me have a little microphone. What's your name?
Louis Manarino.
Louis Manarino. How old are you, Louis?
11.
11 years old. You can sit down now, boys. I'll talk to each one of you in a minute. Louis, how long have you been playing baseball?
3 years.
You like it?
Yes.
Who do you root for in the big league?
Giants.
Giants? You're in kind of a little bit of trouble, aren't you?
They'll pull out of it.
They'll pull out of it. He's a good fan. You heard him say that. How are you hitting?
About 320.
About 320?
Yes.
We could use a few like you right now, I'll tell you that. Louis, where do you go to school?
PS 186.
And what are you going to be when you grow up?
A baseball player or a doctor.
A doctor or a baseball player? You study to be a doctor, and maybe the baseball player can take care of itself, right?
Yes.
Well, as long as you're a Giant fan, I don't know how you're going to explain this Dodger cap, but there it is. And here's the Dodger yearbook. Yes, sir, the world's champs in 1955 with all the pictures of the Dodgers in there. And you folks better pick up a copy of it. It's pretty nice. That's for you,
Thank
Louis.
you, Happy.
Louis, what does your daddy do?
He makes lady suits, Happy.
Have you any brothers or sisters?
No.
Boy, you're the only one. You're lucky, huh?
Yeah.
All right, who's the man that brought you in here?
Ray Amendola, my manager.
Your manager, Ray Amendola. Ray, how are you? You can sit down now. Ray, what do you do for a living?
I work at a men's sport line.
And have you any children of your own?
2 children.
Any of them playing baseball?
Yes, my boy plays at the farm team at St. Bernadette.
He does, huh?
Yes, sir.
You like it, huh?
Very much.
Is he going to be a good boy?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Fine. Glad to have him here. What's your name?
Vinny Esposito.
Hello, Vinny Esposito. How's your team doing?
Okay.
How are you doing?
Okay, pretty good.
Okay. How are you hitting?
Pretty good. I have almost 500 batting average.
Almost 500 batting average. Boy, that's something. Who do you root for in the big leagues?
Dodgers.
I'm glad that a 500 hitter. He's rooting for the Dodgers. That's good. Here's his Dodger cap and his yearbook. Vinny, tell me what your daddy does.
He works in a factory for women's wear.
Uh-huh. Have you any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have 2 sisters.
What are their names?
Catherine and Joanne.
You better wave to them. They'll never forgive you if you go home without waving at them. Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy and Joanne.
Everything's all right now. That's fine. Now, what are you going to be when you grow up?
Mechanic.
A mechanic. Where are you going to go to school? Where do you go to school now?
The PS 201.
Fine. You going to pass?
Yes.
Marks are all right? Good boy. Who's the man that brought you in here?
My manager, Joe Terragrossa.
Joe Taragrosa. Joe, how are you? And
Very
what,
well, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a clerk for the Union Twist Drill Company.
All right, we're very happy to see all you here, and of course, Father Variella, the man that takes charge of things out there. How is everything going out at St. Bernadette's?
Oh, very well.
Do you have any children?
2 boys.
2 boys, they playing ball yet?
One boy, 11, and the other one, 3, plays more than the other one.
He does?
That's right,
Well,
sir.
we'll look for him in here one day then. Nice to have you here. What's your name?
Richie Ligori.
Hello, Richard. What do they call you, Richie?
Richie.
Richie. How's your team doing?
Okay.
Who do you root for?
Yankees.
Well, for goodness sakes, we got a Giant, a Dodger, and a Yankee fan here. Now, you'll have to explain your Dodger cap. There you are. Give me his yearbook. Richie, have you any brothers or sisters?
Yes, sir. One brother.
One brother. What is he? How old's he?
7.
And does he play ball yet?
Oh, he's too young now.
He's too young? When's he going to start? Next week?
Next year.
Next year, okay. Richie, what does your daddy do?
He's a trailer driver.
Trailer driver, huh?
Yes.
So you come to watch you play?
Yes, sir.
All right, now that's nice. Where do you go to school?
Our Lady of Guadalupe.
That's fine. Now, who's the man that brought you in?
My manager, Andy Spodone.
Fine. Andy, how are you?
Fine, Hap. How
Have
are
you
you,
any
boy?
children?
Oh, yes, sir. 4 boys, Hap.
4 boys.
That's right.
Boy, he's got almost a team all by himself.
You bet I have.
What do you do, Andy?
I work for Moore McCormick Lines. I'm in the controller's office as a clerk.
How many boys you got playing ball at St. Bernadette's?
Oh, we have about 450 boys all together.
Isn't that
Hap.
wonderful work?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to have you with us
Thanks, Hap.
tonight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Our winner from over in Jersey City last night. Tell him your name.
Ronald Ferraris,
What league do you represent, Ronnie?
Union City Little League.
Union City Little League. Who picked you?
Jackson.
Randy Jackson said he was the best third baseman last night, and he's going down there and talk to Pee Wee, right?
Yes.
Got a lot of good questions for him?
Yes.
What'd the gang say when you got home?
They congratulated me.
Congratulations. You looked at the bid, I'll bet you.
Yes.
Huh? Who's that man in back here?
My father.
We
Constantine.
invited him last night. What's his first name?
Constantine.
Constantine, how are you? Glad to see you, Mr. Perry. Are you proud of your boy,
Very
I
glad
guess?
to be here.
Were you home last night?
I was, and I
Watching
watched.
the television.
Watching television.
Mama with you?
Yes, she was with me.
Pretty
We
proud.
were both very, very happy, and both had tears in our eyes.
I'll bet you did. It's wonderful. We're
Yeah.
glad to have you here
Thank you.
tonight. What do you do for a living?
Retail butcher. I run a market.
Glad to have you here. Nice to have you. Well, as you know, we have to have a host and a sponsor on our show. And I've talked to you before about the Lincoln Savings Bank. And, of course, we're very proud of the men that come over here to play host our boys from the Lincoln. You've met many of their trustees on this show. Tonight, we introduce a vice president and trustee of the Lincoln Savings Bank. Mr. Fred Gresh is the president of the Gresh Musical Instrument Company right here in Brooklyn, an old Brooklyn concern. I want you to meet him right now. Hiya, Fred.
Hiya, Happy.
Glad
Nice to see you.
The charming lady with you, please.
My wife, Happy.
Mrs. Gresh, how are you? I hope you're going to see the Dodgers win tonight. I understand there's a little bit of a problem getting you out here tonight.
Well, I have a daughter named Happy. She's 3 years old.
No kidding.
And she said to me, Daddy, don't go down with that Mr. Felton tonight. You stay home with me, 'cause I'll be lonesome.
Well, let's say hello to her right now. Hello, Happy.
Hi, Happy.
From Happy.
How are you?
That's fine. Well, you've got a nice group of boys to be host to tonight, Mr. Gresh.
The Lincoln Savings Bank is honored to be the host to the Bernadette Little League.
You know,
We're delighted.
I'm sure you are. This business that you're in, band instrument, there's a great growth of that among our boys and girls today, isn't there?
Oh, the band instrument music movement throughout the country has been tremendous, Happy.
I understand that actually you people are trying to do the same thing we're trying to do with baseball. If they're interested in music, playing in bands, they're not going to get in much trouble, are they?
No, we in the music business always say that the boy who blows a horn will never blow a safe.
Well, I think that's a very good slogan. Tell me, do we have any outstanding outfits around here that are especially noted?
Oh, we have some very fine bands in the metropolitan area. Some fine high school bands at Hempstead High School, at Erasmus Hall High School, at Midwood High School, and Port Washington High School, and many others. And a lot of the junior high schools in the city have very good bands, and even down into the grade schools. Take Public School 225 down in Brighton Beach. They have an excellent band.
And you make all the instruments, the Gresh Manufacturing Company or Band Instrument Company, you make all the instruments for the bands?
Well, we make or import all the band and orchestra instruments, everything except harps and pianos.
Well, isn't that fine? Very interesting. Well, here we are. We're going to go on with the show now, Mr. Gresh. You're going to talk to our boys a little later. But is there anything special that you'd like to say from the Lincoln Savings Bank to our good friends out there?
Well, the Lincoln Savings Bank will hopes that all you good people will come in to see us. All our people in our 5 convenient offices will all be very happy to see you and take care of your requirements anytime you'll stop in to see us down at any of our branches.
All right, and now Little Happy, he'll be back in a minute. He's not going away, all right? Let's get on with our show. Thank you, Fred. Now let's look at the boys, and it's warm-up time, number 1. Come on, Louie, a little hustle. Right there, Louie. Oh, don't throw it through the old man here. Number 2. Come on, Vinny Esposito. There we go. Attaboy. Number 3. All right, Richie, big smile there. They're looking at you, not me. That's the idea. Come on in, fellas. Line right up here now. Turn around. I think you're going to get a big kick out of this. You're going to be judged tonight by one of the greatest baseball players I ever saw. I'm a little older than you, but I think it'll hold up. His name's Jackie Robinson. Is that all right?
Yes.
All right, now, when he comes in, you just introduce yourself. Here's Jackie. Let's give him a nice hand. Bring him in. Hi, Jack. Many, many times on our knothole gang, and always gracious and always glad to have you here. Our boys are from St. Bernadette's Parish, the Little League. Introduce yourself, fellas.
Hi, Jack. Louis Manarino.
Hi, Louie. Nice meeting you.
Hi, Jack. Vinny Esposito.
Vinny, nice meeting you.
Hi, Jack. Richard Agori.
Hi, Richard. Nice meeting you.
They all have questions, so come on, you start off, Louis.
Jack, my question is, I'd like to know who gives the signal on a pitch out.
On the pitch out, the catcher gives the signal. Yes, they have to get together all the time, the catcher and the pitcher. And you, as an infielder, will note the catcher will always have a sign and tell you exactly when their pitch out is coming, so you'll know what base to cover and everything else. Right? Okay.
You all got to work together. Run out there, Louis. Jackie's
Okay,
going to give you a good workout now.
No hurry now, Louie.
Here we go. Louis Manarino, 11 years old. Keep your eye on it.
Stay right down on it now, Louie. Stay right down on it. Attaboy. That's the boy. Keep your eye right on it. He goes at that ball very nice, Ham.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Stay right on it now. Attaboy. Attaboy, Louie. After this one, cover the base, Louie. Attaboy. On the base now. On the base. Attaboy.
Up in the air. Let's try him up in the air.
Got good motion for a little leaguer. Stay right on him now. Attaboy, Louie.
One more on the ground, you bring him in.
All right. All right. Now charge this, Louie. Charge it now. Stay down on it.
That's the way to do it. Give him a nice hand. Bring him in here. All right, Louie. Vincent, you're next. What do you want to ask Jackie?
Well, Jackie, I'd like to know if there's a man on first and second, and there's a fly ball hit to the outfield, there's a big wind, and it blows the ball towards the infield. The first baseman's under it, but the outfielder yells him to keep off. The outfielder dives for the ball, but doesn't get it. The ball goes into the outfield. All three men score. I would like to know, are there any outs? And if there are, how many men score?
Wow. Wow.
Well, Vinny, you got a question here now that we've got to think about. If there are men on first and second and less than 2 outs, then with the first baseman under the ball, the umpire will automatically call an infield fly ball. Therefore, the fellow that hit the ball is out, because with men on first and second, there's a rule that says an infield fly ball. Now, if the ball gets by and rolls to the outfield and the other 2 runners score, they can score. But the man that hit the ball is out automatically because of the infield fly ball if there are less than two outs. Okay?
Got that? Right? Whoa, boy, that was something. Here we go. All right, Vincent Esposito, 12 years old.
All right, Vinny.
Here we go, Vinny. A lot of pep.
Attaboy.
Up, here we go. Never mind.
Right.
A little while. He's a little nervous.
Just take your time now. Free and easy. Attaboy. That's the boy. Stay right on it now. Look at it all the way. Attaboy, man. That's the boy. How old are these kids, Ham?
He's 12 years old. First boy was 11. The next boy's 12. They're little leaguers.
And they have good motion, so good action. Up.
Go get it. Go get it, Vinny. Hurry. That's it.
Attaboy, Ben. All right. Stay right on it now, Ben.
All right, get him on the bag now.
On the base, Ben. Come on now. Oh, all right. All right. Get over and on it.
Pick it up. Don't worry.
Stay
Keep
right
your head
on
down.
it, Ben. Nervous.
Yeah, they're nervous.
Stay right
After
on
all,
it.
he's the only player on a big league field, working out with Jackie Robinson.
Attaboy. Attaboy. That's the way to throw it. Attaboy.
Big high fly ball now, and then we'll bring him in.
Get right on it, Ben. Keep your eye on it now.
Bring him in.
All right, come and charge this one now.
Very good. Give him a nice hand here. Attaboy. Richie Ligori. He's next.
I'd like to know when the best time to steal.
Well, Richie, the best time to steal is when you can get the good break on that pitcher. And I think the best time to find out how to get that break is when you're sitting on the bench and watching one of your teammates trying to get a lead off of the pitcher. And if you do that, perhaps you can note in the delivery something that goes wrong. He's going to throw home, he'll make a certain kind of move. When he throws first, he'll make a certain kind of move. And if you can pick that flaw up, then you'll be able to get a little better jump. So you've got to observe when you're sitting on the bench, and don't wait till you get on the base. Okay?
All right. Richie, let's see you out there now. A little pep. Richie Ligori, 12 years old. And will you look at that? On the back of his shirt, he's sponsored by the Lincoln Savings Bank. They
Don't mind
sponsor a
that
lot
now.
of the little league teams.
Nice arm. Stay right on it now. Stay right with it. Attaboy. Stay right with it. That's the way to follow it. Over on it now. Attaboy, Rich. Over this side. Attaboy. Real good action. Keep your eye right on it now, Rich. Attaboy. Over on the other side. One more up there. On the base this time now, Rich. Keep your eye on it now. Attaboy. Stay on it. Attaboy.
Now you can bring him in, Jack.
All right, charge this one now, Rich.
Charge it, Richie.
Charge this one now.
What?
Oh,
Bad bounce. Bad
It's a bad
bounce.
hop, all right.
Here we go. Get this
Come
one
on
out.
in
Come
now,
on,
Rich.
come on.
Come on. Stay right on it now.
That's the way. Give him a nice hand. Bring him in here. The ball says best shortstop tonight, June 26, 1956. Happy Felton's knothole game. Jack, you've done this for so many years, I don't have to explain it to you, but I want to explain to our audience. Pick out Louis Manarino, Vincent Esposito, Richard Ligori, sign his name, you sign it. When you come back, tell all the boys why you picked the fella that you did.
Will do.
Thank you very much. Look here, fellas, and back up.
Look at this.
Big league equipment, Louisville Sluggers, Duke Snyder model, Jackie Robinson
Thanks,
model.
Hap.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks, Hap.
All right, you're on the right order here now? Okay, look at these. Duke Snyder gloves.
Thanks, Hap.
You like that, boys?
Yeah.
All right.
Happy, now here's Mr. Gretsch. He has something for the boys from the Lincoln Savings Bank, a brand new savings account. I'll
Fine.
get the yesterday's
Oh,
winner.
yeah, get yesterday's winner in here. Come on over here now. You can stand right here beside me. Go
Boys,
ahead, Fred.
it's a pleasure and an honor to present each of you with a savings bank book representing an account in the Lincoln Savings Bank that has been taken out in your name. I hope that you will start to save and add to your account in the Lincoln whenever possible. You know, a savings account can be mighty, mighty handy. For instance, you might need some new baseball equipment one of these days. Or maybe you might want to take a summer vacation down at the Dodgertown camp down at Vero Beach. Well, if you've got a little money saved up in the bank, then it's easy. But I want to congratulate each and every one of you. I want to congratulate you for myself and for the Lincoln Savings Bank. And now here I have the bank books for you. Louis Manarino, and Vincent Esposito,
Thanks, sir.
and Richard Liguri. Congratulations. And here I have one for you, Ronald. I saw you last night. You were very good.
Very
Right.
good. All right, Mr. Gresh, I want to tell you how nice it's been having you on the show. They're all loaded up now. You got all your stuff, boys? What'd you do with your bank book? All right, you add to it. Fred, thank you for being on the
Nice
show.
to have
It's
been
enjoyed
here, Happy.
having you here.
Right.
Thank you.
Right on.
All right, let's have Jack come in now and listen closely to this. Jack?
I always get a kick out of coming on, you know, because to see these kids develop down here in your program always gives us a big thrill. And the fellows talk about it quite often, and we really get a big kick because we know that you're doing a great job for these youngsters. And to watch these kids develop like this, and trying to pick one of the three is a tough job, but as you watch them, you notice that perhaps Louis, in this particular case, Louis Manarino, in my opinion, was just a little bit better on the charging the ground balls and the way he threw. The other two fellows, as I say, it was awfully tough choosing, but I hope that they're not disappointed because they certainly have potential, and if they keep practicing, they can be good ball players.
They're all going to be good ball players. Thank you, Jack. Let's shake hands. They're congratulating
Good luck to you,
him.
fellas.
Thank
Right.
you, Jack.
Nice seeing you.
That's
Okay,
wonderful.
swell.
Thank you very much, Jack. Good luck tonight. Now, Louis, you come on in here. You go up with Mr. Gresh, boys. I want to talk to you. You pretty proud of that?
Yes, Happy.
I should think you would be. Hold on to it. Louis, it says the best tonight. Louis Manarino signed Jackie Robinson. Now, you get to come out here tomorrow to see the big game of the Cubs. Who are you going to invite to
My
come?
father.
You think he's looking in?
Yes.
Take your hat off. Here we go.
You
now.
gonna come, Dad?
Dad, you better be here. I'll tell you. We'll look for you tomorrow. Who do you want to talk to?
Pee-wee.
He wants to talk to Pee-wee Reese. You get the questions.
Okay.
Pee-wee will be ready for you. All right, Louis. Nice to have you.
Pee-wee's ready for this fella, Hap. Ronald Ferreras. He's
yeah,
all
well,
set.
if I were a young fella and I wanted to talk to an infielder, I think I'd want to talk to Louis myself, or to Pee-wee myself.
He's about the most popular of all, Hap, isn't he?
Yeah, the captain. Now, as we go down the field, you follow us, and we'll meet Pee-wee down at the dugout. As we walk down the field here, I'd like to remind all you nice folks that the Knothole Gang operates through organized sandlot leagues. In other words, Little Leagues, Kiwanis League, YMCA, PAL, CYO. They write into us. They write to me, I should say, and ask for a date. And then we give them a date to come out to Ebbets Field. And the boys are picked by their coaches, not by me. Then, once they're in here, the ball player picks a boy. And then the boy, in turn, gets to talk to any ball player on the Dodger roster that he'd like to. Only here at Ebbets Field do you find the Knothole Gang. And I want you to pay a special attention at the end of our show to our list of sponsors, hosts we call them. They make our show possible. Remember them, will you? Here we go. We're right here now. We're going to turn right around here. There's your man. Come on, right around. Oh, we're going to look over that way. See, there's the camera over there. Here's Pee-wee all ready to come on out and say hello to you. Introduce yourself.
I'm Ronald Ferraris.
Ronald Ferraris.
Little turn around there, weren't you,
Yeah.
Ronald? Huh?
Well, he's down here. He's all the way over from Jersey. He was picked last night by Randy Jackson. Now, it's your party. You go ahead, Ronnie. Ask Pee-wee anything you want.
Well, what's the best way to bunt for a sacrifice and bunt for a hit?
Well, Ronald, the best way to bunt, I patterned myself after Phil Rizzuto. He was the best bunter that I've ever seen in baseball. And all he does, I've talked to him quite a bit about it, and I do it. I try to wait as long as I possibly can. By that I mean when the pitcher lets the ball go. And I drop this foot back, and the bat goes down in the same motion, just like this. Now, that's to try to beat out a base hit. When you're trying to sacrifice, I don't give myself up. I just wait right the last minute, just like I'm going to hit the ball. But the main thing is to get this big part of the bat out in front of you. See what I mean, Ronald? Don't get it back in here. Get it out in front of you like this. And right here's where you hold the bat. And here, when you get ready to bunt the ball, you just act like you're going to catch it. Just catch it with the bat like that. But get this out in front of you, okay?
If you want to pull a ball into right field and you're a righty batter, how do you do it?
Right-handed hitter, what I try to do is wait a little bit longer on the ball. Now, if you're going to pull the ball to left field, you try to hit the ball out in front of you and turn this right hand over. But when you hit the ball to right field, you try to hit the ball in back. Just wait a little bit longer on the ball. Just wait a little bit longer, and you don't break your wrist. You just kind of shove the ball like that. See what I mean? Okay.
What's the toughest play for a third baseman?
The toughest play for a third baseman, what I have observed, is a ball that's top, where he has to come in and he has to feel the ball with his bare hand and throw the ball to first base in all one motion. You know what I mean? There's no other way you can make the play except just catch the ball barehanded and throw it all in one motion. And another tough play for a third baseman is to go to his right over the bag, and he has to be able to brace himself and make that long throw. We had a fella here but a few years ago, happy that could make them all. A fellow named Billy Cox was the greatest I've ever seen on making the slow hit ball and the ball hit over the bag also.
How should you shape an infield glove like?
Shape an infield glove? Well, Ronald, the best thing you can do to a glove is to play in it. There's a lot of people like to break in a glove a different way. They like to break it in this way. Billy Herman always broke his glove in like this. But just get the glove so that it's loose, that it isn't stiff on you. No, So what I like to do is to catch the ball in here. Some outfielders catch the ball in here. But if you catch it in here, it's easy to get out. Now, if you catch that ball up in the web sometime, it's tough to get out. But I would say just break the glove in, just play in it, and keep hitting in the ball. If you in the glove, if you want to put a ball in it and wrap it up like that and leave it overnight, it gives a little form to it. But just play in it, Ronald. That's all you have to do.
Care for a glove. How should you oil it?
Well, any kind of oil will be all right. Olive oil or just plain mineral oil. Any kind of oil will be fine. Now, I don't put anything on mine at all. Because when you play in it and you start catching a few balls and beating it, the perspiration from your hand will make that glove supple again. And it'll get a little stiff, but after you once put it on your hand, it'll be all right. If it gets too stiff, put some oil on it.
I have to interrupt now. Did you have a good time, Ronnie?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to go over on the bench now, and Pee-wee's going to take you over there. You'll take care of them, won't you?
Aye, sir.
They want the autographs, and if you have any more questions, Pee-wee will answer them. Go over and meet the Dodgers, and we're glad to have you here. He's a nice boy.
Yes, he has my ball.
Well, we'll get that, too. Don't worry about it. We'll get Pop, and his father's got the ball, but he'll get it.
Well, we'll go over and meet the players anyway, Ronald.
All right. Okay, fine, Ronnie. Big day for Ronnie. All excited. Big day for me. Hope you enjoyed this show. I get a kick out of it every night. Well, right now we want to remind you that the Knothole Gang is brought to you by the Charles Chrysler Company. That's your authorized Oldsmobile dealer at 46th Street and Park Avenue in Manhattan. The Lincoln Savings Bank, the Life Insurance and Savings Bank right here in Brooklyn. And the Vega stores throughout New York, Brooklyn, New Jersey, and Long Island. We want you to remember them. They make the Knothole Gang possible. I'll be here right after the game with Talk to the Stars, brought to you by Filler Tip Tarleton. Stay with us, will you? I'll see you then.
Now the Dodger Cub game, followed by Talk to the Stars with Happy Felton.
Go ahead. Douse your hair with water, but protect against dry scalp each day. Vaseline. Vaseline hair tonic puts back oil, water washes away, keeps you well groomed all day. Vaseline hair tonic.
Hey, did you see that crazy new Flying A commercial?
Drive every day under the wings of Flying A. The gasoline that keeps your motor clean.
It's the cleanest.
For concentrated power, fill up your tank with Flying A. Most powerful natural gasoline, Flying A.